Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping onto the ladder with Vegeta. I played against Adzik, who was at the time number 3 ranked in the world. This is his build. I really like the build, to be honest. It's more of a weenie beatdown rush route, where you just kind of spam 1-drops and spam final hope slashes, you know, peel off, loop them back to hand. I really like the build. I think it's very interesting. It's really difficult to break it down as well, because it's just, there's constant removal there, and there's constant, you know, us swinging for 35Ks between our 15K 1-drops with the boost. We can sometimes go 30 as well with Gallic Gun, depending. Plus you got 35K leader attack, so, you know, you start swinging really tall with this deck, which is what I really like about it. And I noticed that when I went over the match, when I rewatched it back. Yeah, the list is very good. It's much better than the list I was running anyway. I'm starting to understand kind of what strategies you're looking to do in blue. Especially with Vegeta. Vegeta's uniquely suited for that, I think, whereas I think Trunks and Goku Black, maybe not Trunks, but Goku Black especially, kind of limited to that archetype of stuff. Trunks you could play a lot more generic, but you kind of want to span down that 2-drop 30k as well, so again, while it's not necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's kind of locked, but it does have like or you do kind of have a preference on what you're looking to play, which is kind of the thing. We're going to keep this. We're going to charge the Gotenks, I think. We'll play the Mai. We'll take the life, and then we'll probably combo off that 1-cost Goten, just so we avoid the crit. It's in Vegeta. I'm really unsure on Mai. I think that Vegeta's best if you defend from 8 life. So it's one of those cards I'm really unsure of in Vegeta. Yeah, we'll just give him this, I think. We're in no hurry to get to 4. It's not going to be a rush for that, to be honest. So there's a Zamasu, which is perfect. I think we're just going to charge one of these. We'll lead to lead. These Zamasus are absolutely insane into red. Getting rid of their Reese's, getting rid of their Self-Awakener is very good. We could go the Goten route. Because this is a crit leader, ideally he wants to swing at life. So the Goten route kind of makes sense to me, apart from he could just re-establish it. Yeah, because if he plays hit, obviously hit just kills this. That Self-Awaken Roshi it is. Okay, so he charged that one. I'm surprised by that. Alright, we're just going to play the Zamasu. We'll bottom deck this, just get rid of it. I'd rather it just not be replayable. And then I think I'm also going to play Goten. He's not going to awaken this turn, I don't think. So I think we're safe to just play it and leave it on the board. If he just attacks lead into lead first, we'll obviously just combo this off, but I have a feeling hit's coming, which is just going to kill this card. There's not much we can do about that. He's got a tough choice for charging, so we'll see what he charges here. Okay, so he goes Krillin. That's fine. We're fine with him playing Krillin here. And yeah, we're not taking any crits, so combo that one off. I'm probably going to play Goten and send that Krillin back to hand. We have a Pilaf as well. Unfortunately, we don't have anything realistically to loot with it yet, so we'll just keep that in hand for now. I think we're just going to charge the Zamasu. Could just swing 15 here. We'll see if he takes this. He does. Okay, so we're going to go 10 and we're just going to Final Hope behind it. And then we're going to bounce the 1-drop Goten from the Final Hope. We'll leave that at 35. So it's a super combo and he's out, but we force the Awaken this turn, meaning that any attack on life now is draw power rather than us just losing the life for nothing. Maybe I shouldn't have taken a life with Goten, I don't know. This is the issue I have with blue, is knowing when to take the life and when to defend. If I play my Vegeta build, I tend to defend as much as possible from 8 life. So, you know, I would straight away be comboing off there. But because we play Mai in this list, I don't know if we want to essentially get to our Awaken. We can do it pretty free here, because I mean we've got 5 cards in hand. 1 life puts us at 6, the Awaken will put us at 7, the draw for turn, and then the charge. So again, depending on how this turn plays out. And now we have the Pilaf to loop the Final Hope Slash. Come on, buddy. You got 10 cards in hand, come on, the charge can't be that difficult here. Come on, buddy. The turn time is going down, so it's not like one of these disconnect glitch things that we're just going to have to sit here for 10 minutes, so we'll wait and see what happens. I mean, this Goten's dead either way, because the -10 from the Beerus plus whatever else he has will likely also have a neg element to it, or just KO at 20 or less, so we know that this is dead, but it's not that big of a deal. We'll have it in the drop area. We do have... I can't remember if he runs 2 or 3 Gotenks in his list. So this tells me he already has one in hand if he's charged on a 5-drop now. Of course, we're not defending that. I don't want to charge either of these because there's a chance I'm playing 1 this turn just to return that. We could take the life and we can also get to 35 as well, meaning that we have 2 attacks of pressure on this. I think we'll just charge this. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll take the life just to get us into that awaken range. We'll bounce that back to his hand. He is going to be at 10 cards in hand, so it's obviously unfortunate on that front, but depending on how many super combos he has, we're not that fussed about it. Now that we've drawn the Gallic Gun, I think we're not going to play Pilaf this turn. I think we're just going to save the energy for the Gallic defensively. So we have, what, 6 in hand, so let's go for it. So we're just going to swing 20. We also have a 5-drop of our own now. So this is either a super combo or 2 cards from hand if he's getting out of this, so we're fine with either. No, he takes. Cool. And then I think we just pass here, honestly. He does have a massive hand, which is kind of unfortunate. How much of this is 0Ks, we obviously don't know. He's charged 1. So wait and see. There could be a possibility we take some damage this turn, but I'm quite happy with this hand. We have 10Ks, we have 5Ks. And we also have the Gallic Gun as well. To charge the Krillin. So we know we've returned a Piccolo and a Krillin to his hand. That could be that Krillin there. So you'll still have the Piccolo in hand. And again, how many of them are 5-drops and how many of them are even possibly secret rares or the 3 costs. He's given us value just for 1 5k here. I think we'll just give him it. So not attacking here, or not negging and attacking here, tells me he's probably looking at either the 5-drop or the 3 cost. Both of which deal with this card outright. Okay, so it's not the 5-drop then. Okay, so he's going secret rare. This is a great play by him, because obviously he's swinging what will be 35 into 5. This, to me, isn't worth defending. Or is it? She's 35. This will go 20, this will go 40. It might be worth it, you know. He's tapped out, so I think we just do it. It keeps the card alive, and if we decide to Pilaf into Final Hope Slash this turn, we have a 40k. And then it keeps us at 4 life as well, meaning that we're not in, like, essentially lethal range. Also, it gives us a good target for this if we want to just do this one now. I did forget about the Beerus effect. That is the one thing I did forget about. That was kind of dumb. I think we just charge this. We have the Pilaf to grab the other one back. Mai doesn't help us here. He has, I mean, he does have ways where he could kill this if we play this and don't attack. Yeah, so he could have Fua. Fua would bring this down to 20k and then 3-drop. Obviously putting him down, like he taps out for that, but we don't get the benefit of this card at all, which is kind of not what we're looking for here. So I think we maybe just Mai and then we bounce back to hand. Obviously we're not going to take any life, but we get a draw from the Mai by bouncing that card back to hand. So we'll do this. So we'll send that back. We get the draw from the Mai. It's a 10k. What do we have Pilaf look wise? Do we have anything useful? Not really. Actually, we could put out a couple of attackers here, because we could swing 20 to 20 and then Pilaf loop into, actually sorry, 20, we could go 30 and then Pilaf loop into this, although we can't do both actually. Never mind, that's not a good idea. We're just going to go 25 just so we draw out a 10k. That Mai's just dead on play, you know, he's just going to neg it to death at some point, so I'm not that first. Okay, so he's taking. I'm shocked by that. Well, we're just going to pass. This is pretty much now a dead card. This isn't really going to be something we use. So it's either a charge target for us to get to 6. What I would love to see is a Pilaf. I'd love to see another Pilaf at some point here. I don't think he can deal 4 damage to us, so I think we just take this. He's got 14 in hand though, which is a problem. We have one final hope and drop as well. It's going to be very close. I think it's going to come down to like 5k. So he's charged the secret rare that we returned to his hand. Okay, so he's played another one. Okay, so he's grabbed a super. And obviously we don't know how many other supers he has there, which is kind of unfortunate. We have to take, we have no other option really. It's going to be close. It's definitely going to be close, but we know that he has a super combo, so we're just going to have to do the math. Let's just have a look here. So 10, right, so we're probably going to do it with this one more or less. So that'd be 25, so we go 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, so we could go 105. It's not going to be enough. Actually, if we do the leader, to be 35, 45, 65 with the final hope, then 75, 85, 95, 105, 10, 15, then whatever we draw as well. So I think we just charge this. The problem is that we have to go all in or not, like it's one or the other. 13 in hand, and red being red will have a lot of 10ks, and he's running the skillless package as well. It's going to be very dangerous for us to do this, but I honestly don't see another way out of this. I don't think we can survive another turn. I think we have to. Yeah, I think we just have to go for it. We'll see how close we could get. Again, we don't know how many of these are dead cards to 0ks, because he's not showing any 3-drops at all. So we have to take that into account. I'm also going to play Trunks just to take the life. Hopefully another 10. Yep, perfect. Okay. Oh, and another 10. Okay, this is looking alright. It's going to be close, like I said. It purely depends on how many supers he has in hand. We're not bouncing anything back because there's no reason to, and then we're just full sending here. So we got, I mean, it's 145k, right? I mean, that's insane numbers. So he's used one super, and then that's 2. So these just all, is it 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 35, 140. I did say it was going to come down to 5k. Yeah, that was a good game. Yeah, the Trunks to take the additional 10k is what won us that match. For sure. I would have loved to have had another Final Hope there just to guarantee the win, but God, that was close. That was very close. That was a good game though. Ooh, God. Okay, my heart was pounding there when I saw him just comboing on. I was like, these are all 10ks as well. Oh God. But yeah, we'll go over the list. We'll show you the list. Like I said, this is Adzic's list that he used when we played. It was a few videos back when I said that we lost to the 3rd ranked player in the world. This was his list. Like I said, I really like this list. I think he's got the right idea with just going 1 drop 20k, 1 drop 20k. It's just on repeat. You just want to swing for these 35ks. It means that this deck into Broly is really strong because it's more than just 10k in the route. You know, you're swinging constantly at that. The 10k above leader power is always the sweet spots, with 30 into 20 and 35 into 25. They're always the sweet spots, and I think this deck does a great job of that. Again, obviously 15 into 20k leader, you know, so 35 into 20 is not great because a super combo in the route, but the more you can force them to just pitch their super combos for little poke attacks like that, it's definitely worth it. So I think he's got a great build here. I would thoroughly recommend using this. If I was to make any changes to the list, I honestly don't know. Like, maybe a few less of just the 1 drop 15ks. I don't honestly know what I would replace them with. Maybe, I don't know, maybe one more of these or a couple more of just the Vegeta that goes 35k as well. I'm not sure. But again, I think he's kind of looking at it as energy investment towards power, so you're talking 2 energy investment between these two. It's 3 energy investment between the Pilaf, the Zamasu, and the Final Hope. And obviously you can swing for 45, whereas those 3 costs are now only going to get you 35 anyway. So I definitely think that this is probably the smarter way to play this, so I don't think I would adjust anything on my build. I'm still not certain on the Mize, personally, because I think Vegeta is one of those leaders where we can put out a lot of poke and a lot of removal. So our opponents, most leaders, want to be awakened, right? I think Vegeta is a leader that you can actually, the longer the game goes on, by the time you get to 5-6 energy, if you're still at that stage where you've either only just awakened or you still haven't awakened, I think you're honestly in the best position you could be. So I'm still not sure about Mize personally. I agree Mai and Trunks and Mai and Goku Black for sure. I'm not a big fan of it in Vegeta. I have had questions on previous Vegeta builds where they've asked why no Mai, and that's honestly the reason. I just think that Vegeta is a leader where you can sit back and defend from turn 1, and I think defending from turn 1 personally, in my opinion, in my experience, and the people I've played against who play Vegeta at a very high level, they all kind of tend to lean towards the defensive side. You know, they just stall their awaken. So yeah, so that's just kind of my opinion on it, but again, that could be right or it could be wrong. I think, again, it's set 1. Every take is just a different take. I don't think there are obviously right and wrong takes, but I think there are many builds to play a certain leader, and you can get to God, or you can even top events if you're going to, you know, like locals or regionals, stuff like that. So, but guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Vegeta is a leader that I have been pushing, and I have been saying for ages that this is definitely a tier A leader, or tier, maybe not tier 1, but tier 2, because if we're classing tier 1 as like Frieza and Broly and Gohan and things like that, I think it's definitely like the top of tier 2. But for me personally, I think the leader is absolutely insane. I think it's a great leader. The blue engine works very well specifically in this leader. Again, I'm not knocking at Goku Black or Trunks. Goku Black can be very good, and I have seen it again at the top level being played. It's a very good deck. Trunks for me, just it's kind of held back by this 7-card restriction that blue kind of holds to. But Vegeta plays into that 7-card hand very well. And again, defending those earlier turns when you're on 8 or 9 cards in hand, dropping a card here or there just to defend your life, it's not the worst thing. So, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. If you do like, if you do leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.